Hey everybody, you're looking at my iPhone, and I'm going to show you today how to use MetaTrader 4 on your smartphone mobile device. It couldn't be any easier than you can imagine, and it's incredibly useful, especially if you're away from your screen and you need to make trades in a meeting, or if you happen to be at a show or wherever. It's incredibly useful. So I'm going to show you exactly how to set up the MetaTrader 4 on your MT4. By the way, the process for an Android is very similar. But since I have an iPhone, we're going to use the iPhone to give you a demonstration. First and foremost, obviously we go into our App Store and we simply look for MetaTrader 4. It's very important you download the correct one. We're going to look for MetaTrader 4 over here, one word, and to make sure that you're downloading the proper one, you want the one with a little robot and the number 4 around it. This is the right version. It's made by MetaQuote software. This is the one you want to download. Don't download anything else because a lot of these things are going to be knockoffs. So MetaTrader 4, I'm going to click the button, let it download into my system, right? And we're going to open it up. It's going to say, would you like to have it send you notifications? I'll say, okay, fine. We'll let you send notifications. So it has a couple of options here. It actually, as you can see right now, it's automatically just created a demo account for me and basically opened it up for me. So I'm going to go into settings over here. You can see this is the MetaTrader demo account that it created for me. And I'm just going to go right over here. See, I'm clicking onto, let's go backwards here. I click onto this little thing where by the green arrow it says a little arrow over here on the side. I'm going to click on that, and if I wanted to get rid of this, if I just wanted to get rid of this demo account, I didn't want to have this account here, I would simply slide my finger from my right to left as I'm facing. I'm basically sliding my thumb forward this way. You hit delete, it creates a delete button, and I've deleted this account. So now, again, I have a nice clean MetaTrader 4, no demo accounts for MetaTrader, and I'm going to add the Pepperstone account that I've showed you before to show you how we can attach it straight up here. So all we're going to do is we click the plus button over here, and we're going to go and say log into an existing account, and it's going to say give me the company name or the server name. I'm going to say Pepperstone. Oops, sorry, Pepperstone. And of course, remember we're on Edge 3. This already knows all the servers that Pepperstone has. So we're going to say Pepperstone Edge 3. We're going to give our login account number, which is 311536. Put in our password, 1234, 1234. And if you want to permanently just save it, so you never have to log in again, you just simply say you make sure save password is clicked. You say done, and now I'm signed into my account. As you can see, I have Euro dollar, dollar yen, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, pound yen, dollar CAD, dollar Swiss, and a couple of other trades over here that I can trade with. If I wanted to just have, let's say, major currencies, or if I wanted, let's say, I didn't want to trade oil, or I guess this is gold and oil, or if I didn't want to trade dollar Swiss, which I never like to trade. Very simple to add or delete currencies or symbols. All I have to do is go into this pencil mark. You see this pencil mark over here? I'm going to click that. Right next to the pencil mark, once I click that, it opens up a little button. And I can click dollar Swiss and click the garbage button. And it's gone. Now to reestablish all of my current order, I basically just simply click it again. And now I have all of these orders set up in the way I want it to be. Let's say I wanted also to add the New Zealand dollar. I wanted to add the Kiwi dollar. So I have Aussie dollar, dollar CAD, but I don't have a Kiwi dollar in here. So let's say I want to add the Kiwi dollar, right? What I would do is I would go to the plus sign over here. And here I would be able to, Pepperstone makes it incredibly easy. They just kind of bunch everything up for you into tiny little special baskets. So here in the miners, FX miners, I can simply click the green button plus, and now hit done, and now I have Kiwi dollar added to my batch of symbols that I want to have, right? Now, last thing I want to do, suppose I want to move all these things around in a way that I like, in the order that I want it to be moved around. Again, I click my little pencil mark right over here. And to move these things around, all I have to do is put my thumb onto this three line mark on the right-hand side. And let's say I wanted to drag Kiwi dollar all the way up here into the FX land. And even better, let's say I wanted to just move pound yen below everything, because what I wanted is to have euro dollar, dollar yen, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar CAD, and Kiwi dollar, the proper order of currencies. In that way, then I'll put pound yen. Let's get rid of. I don't trade oil or gold. Let's just get rid of those. They just bother me. And once I've gotten rid of all that, I click the pencil button again, and now I have the list that I like in my MetaTrader 4 all set up and ready to go. There's one other thing that's kind of very cool about this, by the way. So now I have what's called a simple view. This is a view where all it just gives you is the bid-ask data point. But if I click the advanced view, I get something much better. I get the high and the low for the last 24 hours and the spread in pipettes. This is not pips, but pipettes. So it's 0.2 of a pip, 0.1 of a pip. You can see how tight the spreads are on Pepperstone right now. And this is actually, we're going into the July 4th holiday as I record this, so it's very, very slow in the U.S. markets. And you can see the spreads are starting to a little bit widen out. Generally, these can be as tight as 1 all across the board. So this provides you with very nice little layout of context, what the low, what the high was for the last 24 hours, what the spreads are, and what the time is right now on the universal time, UTC's time zone. This is the GMT time zone, 2053. Okay, next order of business. Let's say I want to take a look at the chart of euro dollar. All I have to do is click euro dollar on the symbol, and I can click chart. And out pops up the chart. Now here I have an hourly chart of the euro dollar, but if I click on this hourly button, I can go to as granular as 1 minute, or maybe go up to 5 minutes. And you can see euro dollar today was very, very choppy. But actually on a 50-minute chart, it had a little bit of a downtrend today. So you can look at the chart whichever way you like, and as far as the timeline goes, and basically give yourself a very nice context of what's out there. You can click this is the hair cross, and this is the indicator window. You can add the indicators, and this is the object window where you can add lines and everything else to it. Very, very similar to the desktop version, but of course this is the mobile version of how we do this. But the real value of the MT4, in my opinion, as far as mobile goes, of course you want to look at the charts, but they're chiclet little charts. The key thing here is that you can trade fast, and all you have to do is go back into quotes. Let's say I want to buy dollar yen. Dollar yen has been rising all day long. I feel confident that it's a positive trade. So I click on dollar yen. And I can choose these various options: trade, chart, details. Details will simply, I just want to click on this to show you. It'll just simply give you the details of the contract, right? Not very interesting. But again, I click on dollar yen. I'm going to click on trade, and out pops up a window that gives me the default value, which is the smallest possible value of 0.1. I could change this to whatever I want. Let's say I want to make it 0. Let's say I'm really confident about this. I want to make it 0.5. I like this trade. I'm going to go, half a mini lot on this particular trade. And here are the buttons that say sell market or buy market, because I'm going to do a market trade. So I'm going to buy market, but before I buy market, let's say I want to protect myself with a 1300 stop, and let's say I want to create a limit of 1360, just for argument's sake. Now I've done that. Very, very simple. You see how I added the stop loss and added the limit. I hit the buy market, and now I'm in trade. And now it automatically will update and continuously show you the live market value of my trade that I've done. If I want to click on this, it will also show me the stop loss and a take profit that I created. Now suppose I say to myself, you know what? I really like this trade, but I don't want it to go so much in my stop loss. Let's say I want to modify my stop loss. Then what I do is I click on this for just a second longer, like a long hold with my thumb, and out pops up a menu, and it will say modify, and I'm going to say modify, and I'm going to tighten up my stop to 1320. Now I've modified my stop, all of it mobile, right? And now let's say I just decide, you know what, it's time to go pick up my daughter from summer camp and I don't really want to bother with holding this trade, so I'm just going to close it out. All I have to do is, again, hold my thumb on this, pops up the window, and close menu will come up, and I just simply hit close. Boom. And it will say you can close this with a 41-cent loss. Okay, I'll take that loss. I'll close it out, and now the trade is done. And if I want to confirm that the trade is done, I simply look at the history, and you can see the trade is done. By the way, this history, the little tab, gives you history for the day, for the last day, for the week, all the history that we've had for the week, for the month, and any kind of custom history that you can have. By the way, look what a nice amount of profit I've had. I've had basically 1% profit on this particular account as I've been demoing all the information for you. And this is the custom view where you can just simply create custom dates for which you want to look at trades, right? Now, the trading component of this is interesting not just because you can do market trades or close out your existing trades, but because you can also do some very interesting limit and stop trades. So let's say I like your dollar, but I don't like it at this price. I want to buy it underneath the current price. So right over here, you'll see this thing called market execution, right? If I click on it, it will give me lots of choices. I can buy limit, buy stop, sell stop. So since I want to buy underneath the market, I want to choose buy limit, and it's going to give me the price. Now, what's very, very cool here is, let's say I'm kind of stupid, and I say to myself, oh, I want to buy limit at above market. It'll say 375. What you will notice is that this is grayed out now. I can't place this. You can only place the order when the color is blue. The software is smart enough to know, hey, you can't buy limit above market. You can only buy limit below market. So if I have to put buy limit at 350, see how now it turned into blue? Now it allows me to place the order. I can place the order like this without a stop loss or a take profit, or I can attach a stop loss or a take profit. Let's say I put a 1330 stop loss and a 1370 take profit. I can place the order, and I'm done. And now we're in trade, and you can see that I have the order done, and now I'm in at 1330 with a take profit of 1370. And this will be holding this order for as long as I want this order to hold. Now, if I want to cancel this order, I'll just simply, again, a long hold on this, and I'll say delete. And now I've deleted this order. So on MetaTrader 4, what you can do is you can, and let me just again go into the trade menu because that's really the most important menu. Go into the trade menu. You can buy limit, buy stop, sell stop, and market execution with a stop loss and a take profit. And that's all you can do. You can't run your EAs, you can't run your scripts, you can't do any of those things. For that, we're gonna go into a VPS. I'm gonna show you how to be able to do that off your iPhone using your virtual private server. But for now, if all you want to do is be able to control your trades or simply get out of your trades when you're away from your screen, this is one of the simplest and most useful way of doing it, simply by trading MT4. Boris Schlossberg, over now.